Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Playing under the lights and some heavy rain here tonight. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. On the return, here comes Austin. He's got a lane up past the 30. Head out of bounds on the return. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Lamar now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Trying to pick it up here with Achane. And he's officially in the enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Playing with Achane here out of the gun. Great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. 1st down, here's Lamar. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. They'll cobble together a yard there. That was T.J. Sanders on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know they're going to keep giving him looks, keep calling pass plays. You cannot survive a game without a completion, but the results so far, Yeah, they've been a little bit rough.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
In truth, Kate, I felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
Right side, quick pass, complete. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to take him down finally, but not before he puts his own goal line well in that rearview mirror. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Looking in the air here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. So 1st down from the 41. From the gun, it's Hall. Hit right at the line, and that is where he is stopped. So no gain on 1st down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense marching it downfield on their opening drive. Here's a 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw here. Cut out left. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd down, looking for options. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Still sticking with the passing game. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
We're on 2nd to Hall. And he'll go down here at the 16. We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived up to its billing thus far. A couple of zeros on the board right now. More from MetLife coming right up. Back now for the 2nd quarter, and the Jets, they've got to look towards that end zone.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Working inside the red zone. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for second down. Back to throw. Into traffic, complete. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
That's another Jets first down.
Home. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot.
And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get the game's first points here in the second. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect 1-for-1.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. On the return, here comes Austin. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here, first and 10. First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got the tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
A tight end in motion now. Completed over the middle. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. So first down from the 41.
The Dolphin first down.
From the gun, Jackson. Couldn't find a completion on first down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. That's caught, Devon Achane. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, third down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Third down run from Achane. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure looked like defense had done enough to hold him on that play. But credit that first down to a good initial effort and second effort to keep fighting to go get that extra yard needed.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's sent out of bounds after an 8-yard pickup, so they've got second and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Here he is on 3rd and short. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Well, it would have been a long field goal in the rain, Brock, so instead of trying that, they're going to go for it. Here's a quick throw to the left. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here's Achane up the middle. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins start to fight back with their first points of this game. De'Von Achane with the touchdown. Lining up now to try the extra points. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Dolphins tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Trying to get that one to Arian Smith. And it's going to be second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
He's going to throw again on second down. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Third down from the gun. Buys. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Achane running right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10. Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. It's more from MetLife Stadium on the other side. First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Achane again. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
All in left side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Achane, a first down carry. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Jackson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Jackson now on 3rd. That's cut at the 4. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
First down.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Trying to run it in, Achane. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Another for Achane. And he gets nothing here. The defense stands strong. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Offense is getting closer, but 2 yards left to figure out. It's 3rd and goal. Blitz coming here, Jackson. And this is a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Starting from the 5. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Complete out to the right. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. His way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs from 37. go play action on first down. Throwing for the back of the end zone. Somebody there, and he knocks it away. Couldn't connect for it all on that first down, so back to the drawing board they go for second. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
Hall running between the tackles. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Third down, and they need to get 10. Throw here, third down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Lamar now from the gun. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Complete out to the right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Punt team on the field. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. New York to the line. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Working on first down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now on first down. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's good for a New York first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
70 Lions.
From the red zone on first. Brought in right side. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. There's to the hurry up here.
A gain of 5 brings up Second and 5 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing it on second down. Brought in. And this is down all the way to the 3. Offense in the hurry up here.
12 yards. That's good for a Jets. First
19,
down.
Tiger, 19, Tiger.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's go.
Working now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step one towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Ready? Head to 60. Head to 60.
He brings it in. And he'll go down shy the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Couldn't get it the last 2 snaps. Another shot at 6 here on 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Jets cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. An extra point attempt coming up. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Jets tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fields this one at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. They're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this 3rd quarter. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll stick with Achane. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the gun, Jackson. Hits his running back. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a gain of 22. And it's going to be first down Miami.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up third and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. And they fired off the line knowing the run was coming. And boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10.
Get your money, y'all. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to my shutting down. Whatever, I got your money, y'all.
First call here coming from the shotgun. He'll throw from his end zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Throwing again here from the end zone. Connects with his back, Hall. And all he's able to do is get them a touch more space to the 4.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
To the air on 3rd and long. Caught for big yards on the right side. The 40. At the 20. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Jets take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Caught out left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Second down carry for Achane. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
First down, here's Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
That's completed right side. And he has this down to the 34. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does two things. Number one, it strikes fear in the defense, and number two, you gain respect of your teammates.
Here's Achane from the pistol. And he'll stay upright through this lane, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Following the play, we do have an injured man in need of some assistance, and that's the burner, Devon Achane, who's in some pain. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Setting up to pass. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on third down. Now to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Jets make the play that should win them this game. All right, defense did its job. Forced the offense into a third and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do...
That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
They're going to pass it here. He has it at the 5! And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
That's another Jets first down.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Forced out to his right. And they take this in for the score. The Jets go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point set in through the rain. And the Jets double their lead to 14.
Jets 28, Dolphins 14.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. On the return, here comes Austin. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Now a hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And the Jets recover it. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown.
This quarterback, you just cannot play it fast and loose with ball security, because those defenders, Kate, on the other side, they practice all week to rip and tear and claw at that football. He gave it away, and even worse, he watched him return it for 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets stretch their lead to 21. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Lamar now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrives at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26. Lamar off the play fake. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with third and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Finds him over the middle. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up fourth down. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is fourth down. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. Yep, already got the stop and the turnover on downs, so they're just going to decline that penalty. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go, here we go.
Pass play coming here. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. You got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up second down. Throwing again is Lamar. Trying to push deep downfield. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. He can't hang on to the pass. So they're left facing third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Tipped in the air, and it's intercepted. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick six.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
That one splits the uprights, and the Jets grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Return starts at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Jackson trying again after the pick. Complete out to the right. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Jets bringing pressure, and they got it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got 1 more snap coming up. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Here he goes, one final shot. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. So the win goes to the Jets.